What's up, guys? I'm coming back to you with another offensive video, and this one may or not be a long video. I'll try to keep it as short as possible, but I'm going to show you guys the most reliable offensive scheme. Yes, I said offensive scheme, meaning I'm not breaking down one play. I'm breaking down about 5 plays, I think, because one of them's a run play. So, if you're a person who plays draft champions, or if you're just someone who's just playing this game in general, and you're always trying to find different stuff to run, but you can never really find something that works for you, and this offense may not be for you, but it is one of the most reliable offenses in the game in terms of moving the chains, having big plays, big playability, and it has some of the easiest reads. So the formation I'm going to be in is this formation was very popular at the beginning of the year, and there's the gun tray Y flex, and it has to be this formation. There's about three or four different formations that have, it's like a variation of the plays in here, but the real, like, the best formation to do this out of is this formation right here, because your tight end is split out to the right. He's not on the line with the rest of the offensive line. So, and your number one wide receiver, which in this case is Julio Jones, that's why I chose the Falcons for this video. Your wide receiver one is going to be in the slot. So, and you can do a lot of things with him. So you want this guy to be like 6'3" and fast, in the draft champions video that you may or may not see after this. Before or after this video, I have Kenny Galladay from the Lions, and he's 6'4", and he was a 97 overall, and he had like 94, 95 speed or something like that. I was killing it with him, bro. But anyway, that's not what the video is about. Now, this is very important. In your preset audibles, you want to make sure you have these plays right here. Now, this is my custom playbook, so I have all that stuff set up for me already. But you want levels Y corner, inside zone, fade smash, and dagger. And the reason you want dagger, or you can put dagger or PA crossers if you want to. I think dagger is better because it just takes away from you having to cancel to block the running back, because you can just block the running back and the play action won't be there. So that's just me. And then you want to come out in this play right here, SE corner. So, or you could come out and fade smash and put SE corner in your audibles. It doesn't matter as long as you have access to all these plays on the field, just in case you need to run a hurry up offense, that you can have all your plays at your disposal. So we're going to come out SE corner, and on defense we're just going to come out in. We'll show it against cover 3 first because everybody likes to run cover 3. Now, of course, we're going to base a line. Now against normal cover 3. We're going to break down SC corner first. The only adjustment you want to make for this play is you want to put triangle on a streak. So that's going to clear out coverage. That's going to run that safety off on the left so that Julio Jones can get open. But very important to know, if he's in purples, which not a lot of people stick to purples, you're always going to have this table route to the running back. Always, always, always. And you're also going to have the in route because the defense is going to be playing back to try to protect the first down. So you're going to have R1 right off the rip. So if you have the number one thing to run this offense effectively, if you have the running back open, the first read, if you're ever running a play when the running back is on a route like this, just leaking to the flat, a little table route, you need to look at him first. Like say, because about 95% of the time he's going to be open, and then look, you can make moves like this and you could get a lot of yards. And I'd recommend having a running back like Christian McCaffrey, Tevin Coleman, Freeman, what's another back, Gurley and Zeke. They'll even work, or even Le'Veon Bell, because they're obviously the 3 best backs in the game. But yeah, any running back that's not like a Adrian Peterson or a Marshawn Lynch, like a running back that can catch passes out of the backfield, you want that guy here. So you're always going to have that guy open. Now, we're going to show this against cloud flats. Now, Against cloud flats, you're still going to have the running back. So we'll go ahead and show the running back. You're still going to have him. So the only way you're not going to have the running back is if your opponent uses him, or if he mans somebody up on him, or if he's playing hard flats. So let's say we play hard flats, for example. All right, well, running back's taken away. I mean, you can still hit him, but depending on who your opponent has covering him, whether it's a DB or a linebacker or something, they're going to be covered. They're going to be clamped up. So we're going to show cover 3 hard flats against SE corner. So obviously, if he plays underneath, you're going to want to look to the corner route to Julio Jones. This is going to get wide open. And when I say wide open, I mean wide open. You just want a possession catching on the sideline. Make sure you get your feet in. Now, against cover 3 cloud flats, you're still going to be able to fit this in, I believe, because the route's just that you have to angle the pass at a different angle, like at more of a 11 o'clock angle to fit that in there. But you can still fit that in there, so just keep that in mind. Now, I mean, I'm not going to go into the full breakdown of these plays. I'm just going to show you the main routes you could hit. Obviously, you can hit the in route, but I'm not going to throw it. Now, moving on to the next play, we have levels Y corner. Now, what I like to do, I didn't show SE corner against cover 2 or anything like that. Hold up a second. Reset play. Against cover 2, against cover 2, I don't know if you'll be able to fit this in or not, but you'll always have Tevin Coleman in the flat. It's going to be a little bit, we just got some glitchy animations there, but nobody's going to play hard flats out of Tampa 2, so it's just too risky and you leave too much open. So I'll test the corner route out right quick. I don't know if it'll get open or not. We didn't have hard flat. Okay. I don't know if it'll get open against the cloud flat over there. Well, yeah, it does actually. It actually does. So yeah, that corner route beats cloud flats, hard flats. It does not beat. It can beat. It'll beat man. It can beat the purples. It's just a really tight throw. So anyway, now move on to the next play. Now, against cover, I'm only going to show these plays against cover 3 and cover 2 just for time's sake, because if you run up against someone that just spams man or cover 4, you should know how to beat that. I mean, it's common sense. I'm just going to assume that y'all know how to do that. So against cover 3, we're going to shade cloud flats right here. Now, something I always like to do, it really depends on the situation. If I'm going up against man, I'll leave Julio on that in route, or I'll put him on a slant or something. But if he's in cover 3 or Tampa 2, I always like to put him on a streak no matter what, because I have something that way I know I have something going deep, or I'm running coverage off for these in routes. So I put him on a streak always. Now against against cover 3 clouds, you're always going to have the running back still, so you can hit him and get your yards like that. That always needs to be your first read. Another thing that you have is hold up. Yeah, another thing you have is you have these in routes right here, because they're going to get open. And if he uses one of them, just go to the next one. I mean, it's that simple. And then like if he's playing cover 3 hard flats, you're not going to have the running back, because the safety's going to come down and cover him, because the safety plays the flat here. So, well, no, actually the safety's on the other side. We're in 4-3. My bad. I run 3-4 so much. But if he's playing hard flats, you do have the corner out right here, and then you just want a possession catch it so that safety doesn't hit you too hard. So, or the corner doesn't hit you too hard. So you have that. And now we're going to switch to Tampa 2. And first and foremost, this is the reason I put the streak on the field, is because if you catch him in Tampa 2, you can bomb him for a touchdown. So you just want to make sure he dropped the ball there, but we'll run it again. Now sometimes the linebacker, the mid-read might match it or something, but that's okay because Julio's still going to burn him for a touchdown. You see, you can hit him for a touchdown if he's in Tampa 2. That's why I always put the streak on the field, because you never know. He may be disguising his coverage, so you gotta be prepared for them things. And as always, you have the in routes, so there's that. Now on to the inside zone. I'm not going to switch coverages or defense for this. Just know this is a really good run play, and you could get a ton of yards off of it. It has big play potential if you run the ball the right way. So I do think that against cover 3 and Tampa 2 that the blocking is a whole lot better. Now we're not breaking off any big runs, but we are turning out a consistent we are producing a consistent 5 yards. So if you could just catch him off guard, see, against Tampa 2, we get more yards there. So excellent run play. Now on to fade smash. Fade smash is a lot like fake screen wheel. I'm not going to go in deep into this play too much. There is one play touchdown potential for this from circle and triangle. Now Sanu has 87 speed and decent route running, I guess. So he's not the best receiver to have for this play. If you have like a Tyreek Hill or a Randy Moss or a Calvin Johnson and Madden Ultimate Team, this play would work so much better for you. So against cover 3, hard flats, you are going to say he's using this guy, right? Say he's using this guy, and you've been throwing to the running back so much that he says, "Okay, I'm gonna follow the running back." You're gonna have this hitch route right here to the tight end. Now he didn't. We're gonna run that again because I didn't click off. So, hold up here. Yeah. Say he's using this guy right here in the hook zone, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna follow the running back. So we switch to fade smash. Now the running back is still on a dump off route, but this little hitch route right here, the tight end, is something people always forget about. And of course we get an instant block shed. So, but you saw. I'll just run it again. My Jesus. Fade smash. Cover 3. Say he's going to follow the running back here, and that means if he follows the running back or if he tries to use something else over here, that route to the tight end is going to get open every time, and you just want to possession catch it or rat catch it depending on how much space you have to work with. Now, another thing you could do if he's rocking hard flats is you can wait on this route right here to get open along the sideline. You just want to bullet pass it, and Sanu just didn't animate there, but you see how wide open that gets because he's playing hard flats, and once he runs past that cornerback right there, you can possession catch it. It's a tight throw, but you got a whole possession catch to make sure he gets that. And other things you can look to on this play, obviously, is the dump off route to Tevin Coleman. If he's not watching underneath, you can throw that, juke people out. That one's not as good as the dump off. The swing pass isn't as good as the table route, so just keep that in mind. And another thing, if he decides to play over top, you'll know that you always have Calvin Ridley on the hitch. So you got him, and Matt Ryan gave us a bad pass, but we're still we still turned it into a big game. That's just taking advantage of your ball carrier moves and mechanics. Now against cover 2, obviously you're going to want to look to Julio Jones for the one-play touchdown. Or if he's using the hitch route, you could, if he's not using the hitch route, you can do that. Like if you don't like the look that he gives you, like say he deep blues his middle linebacker or something like that, like he does a little something like this. He does a little something like this, and he deep blues his middle linebacker, but he still has his mind set on jumping that running back. You can still hit him right here. And we threw it way too early, but you see he is wide open. So on to the next play, we have Dagger. And Dagger, it's the same setup every time. You just block the running back. Now that your 2 reads on this play, or your 3 reads on this play, need to be the tight end first, Julio second, and Calvin Ridley third. Because the in route is going to get open very late. And in the defense that we're practicing this in, we're probably not going to have time to throw the in route. But I'm going to show you against cover 3 in Tampa 2 that it works kind of like PA crossers, but it's in my opinion this play is better than PA crossers because it has more routes on the field. So first and foremost, if his user is wanting to, because his user has to pick which one he wants to follow. If he follows a tight end, you throw to Julio. If he follows Julio, you throw to tight end. So we're playing hard flats right now, and Julio Jones is going to get open against against any kind of hard flat, whoever your receiver is here, as long as he's good. So, and then, of course, if he's using if like say he wants to go user Julio Jones right here, if he wants to play hard flats and user Julio Jones, we'll go ahead and let him do that because we have this in route right here. Even though it develops late, you have to wait until it passes that hook curl. So, and say he's using this. Say he's using this guy. Okay, let me reset the play. Say he's using this guy right here, and he uses Julio. Okay, well, we're gonna let him do that because I gotta keep remembering to switch to different plays here. Okay, say he's gonna use a Julio. Okay, that's cool. We're gonna throw to the in route. That way the in route gets open even earlier. So if you're playing somebody that uses a linebacker on the left, it makes it 10 times easier. So there's that. And as always, if he's playing cloud flats, you can throw to the tight end and all that good stuff. You should get a consistent 5 yards off of that. So I know I'm not being too thorough in these breakdowns because you can look on other people's channels. They'll show you all kinds of one-play touchdowns you could do out of this formation. So, I mean, yeah. This is the offense I run in Draft Champions because in Draft Champions, to me, why it's so good is because you don't have a lot of, like, you might not get a particular playbook that you want, but in any playbook, there's going to be some form of variation of this offense, whether it's these plays exactly or whether it's like the offset tight end or whatever. There's some form of variation of these plays in this formation in all the playbooks. So if you're playing Draft Champions and you don't know what scheme to run, you can always run this because it's easy and your reads are easy. And if you have the right plays in your audibles, you can be easy money. So I forgot to show Dagger against cover 2. Not that it really matters because it's not really that effective against cover 2 unless, the deep crossing route, I don't know if it'll get open or not, but if for some reason, if you're not really feeling that good about, that's an errant throw there, but if you're never not feeling good about, if you ever don't feel good about throwing that deep crossing route, then I wouldn't blame you if you could always just check it down just make sure you possession catch it with a tight end, depending on the down and distance scenario. Now, against man, obviously, if you're like, people like to play this way sometimes. They'll like to user this guy right here, and they'll try to user they'll try to bait you and come back up like this. You just have to be disciplined when it comes to that. So something you could do instead of throwing a bullet pass. This is how I got the majority of my touchdowns in Draft Champions. Because like if you're able to recognize that, I mean, we got tripped up right there. But if you're able to recognize stuff like that immediately, and you know where to go, with the football, I mean, the reads are just easy. I mean, block the running back to give you maybe a little bit extra time. But if you don't feel comfortable about it, you can always just lob it up. Because Julio, I mean, we're always getting tripped up, it seems like. But I had Kenny Golladay right here in Draft Champions. I was killing it, man. So this offense in general is a good way to get your best playmakers involved. So say you have a good tight end, you have a good running back, you have a good wide receiver 1, and you have an okay wide receiver 2, and you don't really have a good wide receiver 3. This is still a good offense to run. So, I mean, just keep this in mind. Keep this offense in mind. I know it's very community popular, but I just wanted to show you guys the details of this and how to maximize the effectiveness of this offense. Also, I wanted to make this video again as a reminder to tell you guys that I'm not dead. I am still going to make Madden videos. So, this is still a Madden channel primarily, but I really would appreciate it if you guys show some love on my Batman videos. I really enjoy playing the game, and it's a really good storyteller. So if you're into Batman, superheroes, all that stuff, it's a really good game. So check me out, check all my videos out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.